And now to a blistering new report from a bipartisan task force investigating the first attempted assassination of Donald Trump. This report slamming the U.S. Secret Service, faulting the agency for a lack of planning and coordination in Butler, Pennsylvania, and detailing numerous security failures in the days leading up to that July 13th rally. NewsNation's Joe Khalil is live for us in Washington. And Joe, this report calls the shooting preventable.
Yeah, it does. This new preliminary report, Nichole, basically adds to the chorus of other investigations whose findings show a damning series of failures on the part of the Secret Service. And the bottom line conclusion is the task force says the attempt on the former president's life was absolutely preventable, that Thomas Crooks, the would-be assassin, should never have even been in a position to successfully assassinate the president. He was inches away from doing so. Now, this report is the one that the Speaker of the House, Republican, and the Democratic leader, they put this task force together to investigate. And for months now, this group has held hearings. They visited the site in Butler, Pennsylvania, and they interviewed dozens of law enforcement officials from local and state agencies, as well as the Secret Service. And some of their biggest takeaways here are the following. They say there were communication errors, inadequate planning between Secret Service and local law enforcement, a failure to actually secure the AGR building where Thomas Crooks climbed up and fired shots from. The building itself was outside of the perimeter. They say that was a failure, and the failure to act on Thomas Crooks' red flags. There were multiple. In fact, after multiple local officers on the ground and witnesses all recognized that Thomas Crooks was acting erratically, that his behavior was concerning, even noticing that he had a rangefinder, it still appears that there was little to no action that was taken. What you're seeing on your screen here is a text message from a local officer to the local sniper team. You can see Thomas Crooks there. They identify him. They even spot the fact that he has a rangefinder and that he was, in their view, lurking around the building with a backpack. This was one of many messages that went out to, in some cases, the Secret Service teams, yet nobody approached him to confront Crooks at all. And Donald Trump's detail was never notified about it. This is a moment here where a former Secret Service agent interviewed by the task force says what should have happened, in my opinion, is when the suspicious person was identified, the detail leader and the shift agent should have been told, there's an issue we're working. It's a suspicious person. At that point, this person says here, probably inappropriate to remove the president from the stage, but the detail leader should have at least known there is an issue here. And if this did happen, it was at least possible that Donald Trump's detail might have made the call to pull him off of stage or to prevent him from even taking the stage in the first place, Nichole. So many failures there. It is still shocking when you read it. And by the way, this is just the preliminary report from this task force. The larger report will come out later in December and will include the August assassination attempt as well.
Yeah, so this is just the beginning. Okay, Joe, thank you. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.